Hmm. Is this? Hmm. Oh! I want to try something. Okay. We're gonna record for a little while. This is basically for screen capture purposes. Because the only way to do a good screen capture is really to, of our character anyway, is to record and then screen capture for that. This is the perfect screen. This is the perfect title card right here. I might need to do this a few times. We're doing it live, which I could have just done this off camera or off stream. But I want to see if I can get a good. This game would really benefit from a photo mode. Of course, it's all the way zoomed out when we friggin' get to the. We just stand here and stare into this cliff face. Maybe if I. Actually get a good The image of us. We're actually facing a kind of different direction. I really should have on top of a. I guess probably because of the height of the camera, like there's a lot of rocky stuff up here. What the heck? What's that thing? We're just gonna do this one more time. I should have saved my Whimsy folder. We're just gonna do this whole thing live. Okay. We're gonna record for a little while. There we go. It looks like pretty good. Make a new. Just gonna go a little bit behind the scenes here. Fixed ratio. Okay, let's see if we could do some color correction. I guess so. It's already apparently perfect. That's actually the auto levels right here. That's a bit more. Yeah, I like that better. I mean, Whimsy could probably stand out a little bit more, but we're gonna do. We have 32 colors. Hmm. Might let's look at the fusion. The fusion doesn't do. Makes it look better anyway, a little bit. We've had on our Hogwarts Legacy folder. Just go. Okay. That. Um. And we just select the 64 color. I believe that'll be title card version 4. Okay. Go. Change your title card. And it's gonna frickin' freeze on us. Are you frickin' kidding me? You will let us change the title card in the middle of the stream. Hey, hey, something happened? Looks like we've actually done it. Yep, okay, we got a new title card. Sweet. Okay. Sorry for like wasting the first like 15 minutes of the stream. It is entertaining and interesting to someone, so I just had an idea that occurred to me. Like, hey, like, what if I just captured a video of the idle screen and then did a print screen off of the video? And I just wanted to get that done before before I like it completely slipped out of my mind. Or to commit to the idea while the idea was still fresh. So anyway, that's what actual hospitals look like. You can't just let sleeping kids lie. Okay.
So, Dr. Ambrose, tell me about Adrenatime. What does it do?
Hasn't Clarence already dumped a pile of promotional materials on your head?
Where's the fun in that? My listeners want to hear it in your own words.
It's an injectable drug that improves a patient's speed, awareness, mental acuity, and endurance. In moderation, Adrenatime will uplift the laboring classes by strengthening their minds and work ethic.
That's quite the mission. What's driving this vision of uplift?
I am a solutions-oriented woman. I see a problem and I am moved to solve it. Poverty is one such problem. Through science, I believe we can improve the poor, and in so doing, improve Halcyon.
Huh. Well, you're right. Under the Biased Labor Standards Act, wage determined by merit of your work. Overtime may result in higher pay if the quality of said work is considered exemplary. The employer has the right to dock your pay should you damage facilities or COVID. It's your responsibility, not your employer's, to avoid workplace hazards. This is the shortcut down. Maybe not. Oh, we're way over encumbered. Sorry. Whoa! Charles from accounting. Hey, hey,
Ready for more.
hold up.
Down they go. Guess his luck ran out after all.
I've stumbled onto something big. Bigger than Minnie Ambrose's journal. Spacer's Choice wasn't making adrenotime for humans. They were making it for canids. The ads were all smoke and mirrors. There's no way they'd make something this dangerous for people. But why? To build an army? Like in the Archie Excelsior comics? To make them smart so they can do most of our jobs? To make them smart and give them thumbs so they can do all of our jobs? Only one way to find out.
Okay. Wait, I'm going around in circles.
Here we go. Nice one.
Folks.
Ow! Ow! Why did I do that?
Nice one.
Hey.
Everybody okay? Great.
Where were we? Folks used to live here. Folks just like us, Captain.
See, this is why I prefer being a spacer.
The word I was looking for, I may be looking for to describe Ellie would be that she's a cynic. She's cynical. I'm not sure where we're just picking up everything at this point. Especially when we're so overweight. Yeah, we're... I haven't used the vending machine yet. Tons of Adrena. Yeah, we're just gonna freaking... This is to incinerate later. Once we find a place to safely incinerate them.
I don't know what kind of mess Spacer's Choice made here, but it figures they'd leave it to someone else to clean up.
Oh, he did sell all of our junk.
Authorized for emergency evacuation. You may submit a request with your manager.
Oh, yeah, that definitely took a lot off her weight. I have Bolter Pistol 3.0. Yeah, oh, we haven't friggin'.
If you would like to board a vessel, please have your emergency departure papers ready.
There we go.
Something busted, Captain?
My heart! Sorry. Fun time with Barrel. Huh, that has the most value. Although I like the red color though, so. I don't know. I mean, the actual color of the thing is 6 times zoom scope. Alright, so this just armor presentation. I think we're good. The super scoper. Improves the rate of fire. Oh yeah. That's a little pretty free. So you didn't unlock any fast travel points, so... How do we get down from here again? Because that's the way.
Evacuation in progress. Spacer's Choice is not responsible for any mispossession.
Huh. Aha! Oh, that's nasty. Oh! We discovered an elevator.
Nice and easy. Real slick. Enough to clean this up, right?
I think I've already...
You really think Spacer's Choice made marauders out of all these people?
Are all these marauders former townsfolk?
You, doing okay, Parvati?
I've been better. But thank you for asking.
That's the last of them!
I bet this could be kind of pumping points in the lockpick. For the foreseeable future, anyway. Yeah, but it helps. I don't think marauders are people. They stopped being people a long time ago. There used to be people. Unless we can find a way to make them people again. Oh, we finally got a proper fast travel location.
Got him.
No. Claire. The facility staff. Community to personnel tracking and surveillance. We had to kill the Byzantium? Damn it! Oh shit. So I think I could, if I were reviewing this, I would clarify the negative. The way extreme elements of the more extreme aspects of the reputation system are handled.
Captain, transmission request from Ambrose Manor.
Yes, you mean he wants an update patch approved.
Captain, imagine my surprise when I saw the Unreliable leaving Gorgon with so much urgency and purpose. Tell me you found Mother's journal. I'm positively dying for good news.
Your mother's office has been sealed tight. They want me to stay away from Gorgon and lock the place down.
Someone? You mean someone still has access to the facility? Oh, after all this time. Who was it?
We didn't exactly have a chance to exchange pleasantries.
Rat. Make sure you have eyes on the back of your head. I doubt we've seen the last of this human vexation. If I know Spacer's choice, getting past the lockdown will be more complicated than just hitting a big red button. You'll need authorization, and layers of it.
For Gorgon's old research staff?
I seem to recall that Mother worked closely with Gorgon's R&D personnel, but not close enough to invite them over for dinner and cocktails, if you get my meaning. By now, they'll have moved on with their lives. If only I could do the same.
Isn't it Gorgon was developing adrenotime?
I knew Mother was involved with some important chemical trials, but I had no idea her pet project was adrenotime. Adrenotime is a working man's stimulant, like a caffeinoid. Very popular at launch, though the marketing quieted down over time.
Were you aware that adrenotime created marauders?
What? No. I mean, there's some very morbid wording in the fine print, but I had no idea adrenotime could make marauders out of people. That's it. That must be it. Spacer's Choice is keeping their dirty little secret about Adrenatime off the record. We have to find Mother's journal. If we don't, then Spacer's Choice gets away with murder. I only hope we aren't too
Literally.
late.
Why was Spacer's Choice more scary thing for a stimulant?
Adrenatime was touted as the working man's best friend. A drug that boosted productivity with no adverse effects.
That's
The
much for
promise
that.
of Adrenatime cannot be overstated. Exhaustion and fatigue were supposed to be obsolete. Workplace accidents would be things of the past. For whatever reason, the drug never lived up to that promise.
Could one drug really do all that?
I know. And thanks to Spacer's Choice, we may never find out. I know that I'd like to see a colony where the promise of Adrenatime was fulfilled. And I doubt I'm the only one.
Hey, Becca, you really know your business, Minnie.
Thank you. I certainly ought to know what I'm doing. I spent years trying to break into pharmaceuticals, professionally speaking. Mother wouldn't hear of it. She didn't think I had the wit to succeed in her line of work. Safe travels. If your leads give you any trouble, be sure and give them some trouble back, yes?
Tricky Nichols, yes. Keep that in mind. Be seeing you, Minnie.
Ta!
It's gonna be bad. I wonder the reason why. Well, it seems like the aggro has been reset. For now. Nope, it hasn't. It's probably because we killed all of those innocent mechanicals. But it is kind of a form of psychic guard syndrome. And there's not much we can do to set it back, and we're required to go to places like Byzantium that have, you know, corporate goons all over it, or board goons all over it. And it's incredibly easy, especially if you're playing a good character like Whimsy, to just run up the dislike from the board until they're just out for your head, and then you're kind of forced into combat with characters you don't want to be in combat with, in areas where you have to go to do quests, like this one. So the reputation system is kind of highly flawed. Like, I'm not sure how the hell I'd review it. Like, the whole reason why we killed all those mechanicals was because they're, like, there to effectively execute people. So I think that really... But I think that because they weren't aggro to us to begin with, I think it had more of an effect on our,
Wouldn't it be something to see an Earth assault cruiser land here?
it probably would have ordinarily, or if we even just hacked it.
What's this beginning? Bring him down!
I don't want to die! How about
It's a freaking feedback. How can we
Hey,
tell?
I know your face. You're wanted by the board. Wow. You're a living, breathing outlaw. That is, until security outside gets their eyes on you, but let's not spoil the moment. If you're here for the annual Canid review, I'm afraid it's already over. Only thing going on behind those doors is good, old-fashioned lawful behavior. This greeting constitutes your confidentiality agreement. You hereby agree not to disclose the location or existence of these events. Thank you for cooperating.
Sure. I didn't agree to
Then you
anything.
should have told me that before I greeted you. Defaulting on a verbal agreement is a punishable offense.
I already
then,
wanted.
How can I help you?
I'm looking for Clarence Mostly.
Mr. Mostly is indeed attending our event, although I am disappointed to discover he did not officially enter his Canid La Place into our competition. You should find Mr. Mostly just inside the prep room. Head inside and take the door to your left.
Excuse me.
Oh, just hear me out. It's a brilliant idea.
Hey, Maverick Johnston's newest star. I've got a question for you. Do you know the interesting thing about Canid shows?
He's Clarence. He's mostly Clarence. Mostly. Excuse me?
Mathematically speaking, the interesting thing about Canid shows is this. They're an exercise in futility. Winning is predetermined. Over time, the inevitable trend is that the race goes to the swift. Time and chance are just statistical outliers. In other words, if you put enough Canids through enough trials, the one with the most optimal attributes generally wins. Exercise in futility.
Are you Clarence Mostly?
What gave me away? Wait, don't tell me. You've read my monograph, Putting the Us in Calculus, or How to Use Mathematics to Find Your Statistically Significant Other. I'm afraid I don't really do autographs, but yes, I am Clarence Mostly.
The name sounds familiar. Mostly Fine Furniture Company, right?
Yes, that's us. Mostly oak trees, too. My grandfather invented them, you know. Well, no, he didn't invent mostly oaks, but he did purchase the naming rights back during the terraforming days. It's essentially the same thing.
I've been looking for you. You're the last known staff member of Project Gorgon.
Oh. Then you're not here about my monograph. It's true, I was involved with Project Gorgon, but that chapter of my life is long since closed. Listen, I don't know what you want with Gorgon or with me, but let me give you some free advice, Let the past go. Live in the moment. Enjoy the party.
My factory is in emergency lockdown. I need to help you lift it.
Lifting the lockdown won't be easy. You'll need to send overrides from the chem lab and human inquiry. I don't have that level of clearance, but I know 2 people who do. The trouble is, I don't know you. I don't trust you. I washed my hands of Gorgon, and you're asking me to dirty them all over again. I'm going to need a good reason.
Where's the girl who created them? You can't just walk away from that.
Yes, the birthplace of the Marauders. And a graveyard for all our mistakes. Starting Project Gorgon was our first mistake. Trying to bury Project Gorgon while it's still very much alive and clawing its way back to the surface, that may be our last mistake.
Has to be a way to fix this. That's your chance to clear your conscience.
Please. There's no need to insult me by implying I have a conscience. It's my reputation that concerns me. I want a favor from you. Do something for me, and I'll do something for you. That way, we don't have to rely on mutual trust. A grand prize trophy to the Canid Review. I want it in my hands. Get me that trophy, and I'll give you the remaining researchers. Names, locations, as much information as I have.
I'm pretty sure the Kane interview's already over.
Yes, but the winner is still in deliberation. Committee won't deliver a result for another 6 to 8 weeks. Bureaucracy. The trophy's being held in a vault at the other end of this hall. Find a way inside, disable any security, lift, carry, deliver. Simple as that.
What's important about a trophy?
My Canid, Laplace, is statistically superior to every other Canid in this review. Better average sprinting time, superior gait coefficient, optimal anatomical symmetry. I didn't bother entering little Laplace in this pointless contest. He's already won on paper, you see. That trophy rightfully belongs to him.
That might be the most Byzantium thing I've ever heard.
Oh, you're much too kind. Does this mean you'll do it?
I'll be back on this trophy.
Head into the main hall and take the elevator down into the maintenance tunnels. You'll find a service passage that leads up into the trophy room. The maintenance tunnel is the only way up into the trophy room. Some technician barred the door shut on our end. Ask Tilda Coatsworth about it, over by the podium.
I think I know what I did. I'm cleared. Thanks.
Oh, you're quite welcome. I look forward to observing your results.
Right here. I should go.
It's not canid hunting I object to, it's the impropriety.
Oh, this is interesting.
Done. Okay.
That was a nice one.
Field Animal Sanitation Repair. Musgrave Family Vault. Compliment treatment.
Nice. Real slick.
Wow. This is. Of course, it's 150.
You know, stealing from these assholes is its own reward.
Come now, Anubis, you must perk up.
Oh, you don't have to be scared of these canids, Captain. I don't think they're gonna hurt you.
I'm scared of no kids.
You know, the careers of 9 out of 13 actors end after their debut serial. Enjoy the fame while it lasts.
Jay's your lucky Jay clearance. I got your trophy.
My trophy! Look at this thing. Have you ever seen a more garish monument to the boredom of the elite? If only Grandfather Mostly were alive today, I would have loved to wave this trophy right in front of his cataracts. I hope you won't take it personally when I say I had my doubts about you. Nothing ever gets done in Byzantium, you see. Competent work is, well, a statistical anomaly.
I got my end of the bargain and expect you to keep yours.
Lifting the emergency lockdown requires overrides from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. Access to those facilities requires authorizations from 2 senior-level researchers. Marion Blakesley, Jasper Lowe. They went into hiding after the project collapsed, but I've managed to calculate their last known whereabouts within a reasonable margin of error.
You use statistical analysis to figure out their locations? Show me your map.
I see you're familiar with my technique. I'd love to show you my numbers, but there aren't nearly enough napkins in this room. After the project shut down, I had to keep my mind occupied. I worked on my actuarial tables, calculated the average lifespan of a Spacer's Choice worker, that sort of thing. I realized some of the researchers had to be alive. I ran some numbers, did a little research, and concluded that the 2 most likely survivors are Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe.
These 2 researchers are the only ones left.
As far as I know, Jasper Lowe and Marion Blakesley are the only 2 surviving researchers with high-level clearance. If you want to lift the lockdown on the manufactory, you'll need to send an override from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. I'm afraid it's the only way.
Hey, 2 overrides to lift 1 location? Why is there nothing in this colony ever simple?
I know it feels like you're being led on. What is that colorful metaphor commoners use? A wild sprat chase? Remember, this is Spacer's Choice we're talking about. Their security protocols are just as inefficient and frustrating as their manufacturing.
What's the questions about these
I'll
researchers?
tell you what I can.
What do you need to know about Marion Blixley?
Dr. Marion Blakesley supervised the Human Inquiry and Auditing Facility. Live subjects, measuring tape and syringes, that sort of thing. Someone sabotaged the facility. Blakesley tendered her resignation and vanished. I'm reasonably certain she's hiding in a maintenance bay on Groundbreaker.
Where's Jasper Go guy?
Dr. Lowe described himself as a dazzling genius in his review. I disagreed. Of the 19 criteria that constitute the rubric of genius, Dr. Lowe only met 15. After the project shut down, corporate traded him off to Auntie Cleo in exchange for 5 lab coats. He's been transferred to an orbital lab around Olympus.
Must have been some fancy lab coats.
No, Captain. Lab coats, as in scientists.
Is your captain always this dense? How are you all still alive?
I live for risk.
Let's get back on topic. You'll find Dr.
I
Lowe
didn't know
in
that.
an orbital lab around Olympus.
I need
Try
to
to
know.
exercise caution. It's good for your lifespan.
Okay, so are you looking out for me?
You did fetch a trophy for my little applause. Technically, that makes you my canid servant. And by the transitive property of employment, my responsibility.
Wow.
No need to sound so astonished. Now, was there anything else?
So I found this eye.
My eye! I was wondering where I'd misplaced that old thing. It's perfectly preserved, you know. Every eye possesses unique dimensions, not unlike a fingerprint. The circumference, the shape, the color of the iris. An eye makes excellent proof of identification, assuming you don't mind removing one.
How'd you lose your eye?
I'd rather not get into the details. If Spacer's Choice ever asks you to test out their new model of monocle, just say no.
Take your eye back. I don't want this thing in my pocket.
Well, that's rather responsible of you. I'll put a good word in your permanent record.
I'll leave you be. Hey, my board reputation increased. Will they stop wanting to kill me now? Please? That's the only way that I want to increase my board rep is... They're still repulsed. I'm still kill on sight. Great. I'm not sure what perk I'll take next. Okay, let's... I get some more water.
Amen.
What was that?
Their mistake.
Open fire!
Please, I'll take care of this. No, no, please! I don't want no trouble!
I'll take care of this! Please don't hurt me! I don't know! Hurt me! What was that? Open fire! I don't want to die!
I freaking hate that.
Feeling a little off balance? You need a level
I shouldn't have to freaking fight for my life every time I go to a freaking location, okay? This is bullshit. It's not true. I did not hit her. I did not.
I'll keep it down.
Someone has left a threatening message on your terminal, Captain. I was unable to trace its origin. Please make a note of it.
Or should I find? What hands must we have, little weasel? Unreliable. What's the one? Alex Hopplumber. That's not you, is it? You stole it from him. Notice you intend to steal Gorgon from me. Perhaps I should steal something dear from you in exchange. Your ship, your crew, your life. Fair is fair, after all. Right. We need to. I'm very tempted to this respec. Gonna wait until I have someone else in my party to. Huh. Hurry. Biggest cluster. Huh.
Would you like a reminder on when your next shower is scheduled?
I know I have Olympus unlocked. Orbital Pharmaceutical Station. I'm guessing Eridanos is the... We haven't unlocked that yet. Or Typhoon, huh?
We arrived at Ambrose Manor.
Okay, so our lockpick's at 151 now, so with adjusted. Oh, should I put Eve into leadership? Are we over encumbered again? How the frick did that happen? Oh. Because we reset all of our damn perks. Okay, so got that fixed.
Great work.
Dear Wilhelmina, I hope this letter finds you well. No, it's too stilted. It sounds like I'm writing to request a loan. Dearest Wilhelmina, I regret to tell you... Law, no, that's worse. When have I ever called her dearest? She's my daughter. This should be easy. How can a mother not know how to talk to her own daughter? My love, I can no longer... For your safety, I must... Oh, hell. Even if she despises me for what I had to do, I should still be able to say goodbye. Minnie, I have to leave, and I don't intend to come back. I love you. I'm so sorry.
Can I actually bring this to her?
Forgive the mess. I'm still unpacking and everything's covered in dust.
Tell me about the note you left in your bedroom.
Someone's been snooping around. Not that I mind. It reminds me why I hired you in the first place. For your keen eyes and scandalous disregard for privacy. When I left home, I wanted Mother and Father to know the conditions of my return. I would stroll through the entrance with my head held high, or not at all. I left this place with every intention of returning once the time was right.
Did you enjoy Byzantium?
When I arrived, I was the toast of the town. All fought for the honor of lighting my cigarettes. The attention was sublime. I opened a small firm to help young, impressionable heirs manage their family wealth. Business was good. For a while.
And what happened?
Gorgon happened.
With
Mother's
suspected as
downfall,
much.
so too fell my influence in society. I sold the business at a loss. Then I hatched a plan to restore the family name. That plan, as you're now well aware, is still in motion.
The house was empty when you returned?
Yes. That wasn't part of the plan. Fall of Gorgon accelerated my schedule. I thought I would find success in Byzantium. Instead, I must look for redemption back where I began. Here, in these vacant halls.
Oh, I wanted to know,
It
thanks.
reminded me of better times. I should be thanking you.
I have questions about your family.
The Ambrose family comes from old Earth money. We were pioneers, inventors, and chimerists. Always at the top of our field, never lagging behind. If there's anything else you'd like to know, speak on.
Hey, your mother left an unfinished goodbye recording in the master bedroom.
A goodbye recording? I don't understand.
She must have known she was in danger.
Oh, but I think you're right. Mother left that phonograph because she knew something awful might happen to her. She knew Spacer's Choice wanted her silence.
Her death was no coincidence. It was murder!
Murder. How naive I was to assume otherwise. I thought the corporation could sink no lower, yet here we are. We have to find that journal, Captain. And when we do, Spacer's Choice will rue the day they crossed my family.
You come from a talented heritage. What interests you?
If Mother and I shared anything, it was our love of chemistry. Chemistry is a desire to understand matter, the very foundation of our existence. What Ambrose could ignore such a tempting lure?
That's my other
Yes?
questions. I've seen better days.
Regrettable, I know. We used to have a staff to maintain the grounds. Not just auto mechanicals either. Real people doing real work.
Explain the fake fish in the fake pond.
Father loved his salt tuna. He was an avid fisherman, you know. But that was long ago. When they moved here from Byzantium, Mother told me he was heartbroken to learn there was no sport. So she bought him a pond for his sad, lonely amusement.
Was it the rock garden much?
Not as much as I used to. Who has time to slow their thoughts and bask in tranquility? I prefer staring out the window of my drawing room, brooding on matters outside of my control.
What's the Moonman statue in your foyer?
Hideous,
Foyer.
isn't it? I've been meaning to have that thing removed. Maybe jettisoned into the sun. Spacer's Choice agreed to double Mother's research budget if she subjected her family to product placement. I swear those eyes follow me wherever I go.
Can you hire on new staff?
It's hard to find good help. And I'm not quick to trust anyone who'd work for me. Present company excluded. I can worry about upkeep once my family name is restored. Until then, this manor is a base of operations.
All I need to know for now.
If there's anything else, you have my attention.
What a job.
Ask anything you like, Captain. It's nice to have a competent partner for a change.
Someone's on to me to set me a warning.
Ooh, how ominous. It's like something out of an adventure serial. A bit unoriginal, perhaps, but still exciting. Now I'm supposed to say, that tells us we're on the right track. Their scare tactics won't frighten us off. You know how these things go.
Also has an interest on Gorgon.
Spacer's Choice? Auntie Cleo? This could go all the way to the top of the food chain, but we're not going to find out by clutching our pearls and quaking in our boots. This poor excuse for intimidation is a bargain basement job. Nothing for you to worry about. Feel free to use these amateurs for target practice if and when the time comes. It'll do wonders for your morale.
Is there anything you aren't telling me?
I've told you everything I know. I trust you to investigate Gorgon and draw your own conclusions. If you can think of anything specific, all you have to do is ask.
We'll go back to this if there's
Of course,
anything else.
my dear Captain. I look forward to it.
Are you sitting, Minnie?
The pleasure is mine.
So then I told him, oh, ha ha ha, that tickles. How odd. No, don't desist. I think I might like it. Further data collection is required for accurate assessment.
Having a good time?
Dust accumulation analysis. 2.5 years.
Huh. We landed. Have a new place to land, apparently.
First stop at the Groundbreaker Auxiliary Base. Stay safe out there.
Why do I get the feeling they're not here to welcome us?
Hey, you.
Hello?
Over here. Let's chat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's Riz. Oh, fucking damn it. Every time. So, hey, you're trespassing. And I'm armed. Maybe take a second look at your life choices, pal.
Looking for someone named Marion Lexley.
Yeah, I know that lady. I know she's looking for, solitude. She hired us to make sure no one comes sniffing around. Guess that's bad news for your plan there.
Important. I'm sure she'd make an exception.
What, after 5 years? Pretty sure she's serious about a little stint in solitary. Anyway, Blakesley's given us standing orders to strongly discourage anyone who tries to come in. I like to, extrapolate from there.
Generally know you're down here?
We ain't subversives. We're gainfully employed. This is a private contract. Miss Junlei can't get too mad if we rough up some trespassers. Especially if I was nice enough to warn him first.
Yeah, but she might get a little steamed if you hurt her girlfriend.
Hi, I'm the girlfriend.
Shit. Fine, fine. You want to check out the lab? Go for it. We won't stop you. But Blakesley's got her own setup in there. And she doesn't like guests. So, if you get shot, I'm telling Junlei I never saw you. This one's clear, guys.
Nice one, Captain.
Some days, it's like I don't know what to do with myself.
Come on, this is great. We don't have to beat up miscreants for them anymore. We can beat up miscreants for ourselves.
This must be a step up from horse factories, huh? Doesn't look like either of us are sitting pretty in Byzantium, big shot.
Come on, you two. We're all gardeners here.
Press,
You have to be kidding me. I thought I made myself clear. Wait, what's with this camera? Hello? Damn it. Look, I get it. Some people need things spelled out for them. I'm sure one of the auto mechanicals can explain.
if you want your auto mechanicals are broken, that's your prerogative. Your feet that are broken already. You want more broken auto mechanicals? Ultimate Bolter? Huh. Not really. That much better than what we have. It's like Spacer's outfit, I think, maybe. Yeah. What is that noise? Ugh. Ugh. Ew. Great. Great. Cat.
Observation log, date, who knows. Subject number, well, let's call him Percy. Percy here has discovered the secret to success. He has lifted the veil and found the pattern. He wakes up, he listens for that bell 3 times a day. Food rains from the sky. He eats, he waits. Life is easy. But the second your molt comes in, pal,
my hacking skill's too low. Huh. Barge. Oh. Whatever shall we do?
Unexpected noise identified. Investigating.
They're on us.
chocolate with this? Oh no, thank you. Like regardless, I'm not very. Like there aren't a whole lot of perks I want at this point, so. Hydroponics? That's neat. I think this is the elevator. Stairs. Yeah.
You hear that humming? Sounds like some kind of generator.
You think? You gotta power this thing somehow.
That was quick.
Why is a lot of power?
So who the fuck? Oh, wait, hang on, I can't hear a damn thing. Just gonna shut this thing off. Right. Marion Blakesley, what can I do for you, Miss Home Invasion?
Here's your credentials. Let me have Spacer's Choice. Alright, to get into the HIA facility on Gorgon.
Spacer's Choice send you? Took your sweet time. Gorgon? I holed up in a forgotten cargo bay of a rotting colony ship just so I could never hear that name again. But here you are.
What happened on that asteroid?
I really didn't expect today to go this way. Shit. I should have brought another pack of smokes. The Gorgon project gave us Adrena time in the end, but that's just the Bo Spacer's Choice stuck on the whole mess. Corporate demanded a product they could throw onto shelves. That put the squeeze on low at Chem to develop formulas, samples. But how do you know if the product works? You run tests, see what happens. That's where human inquiry and auditing came in. I ran HIA and HIA ran the tests again and again and again. And what happens is a whole lot of wasted time and even more bodies.
What was your part in all
Testing
this?
supervisor. I designed the initial testing regimens, managed the staff, made sense of the test results. Tried to anyway. People are complicated, and I don't just mean the test subjects. Try and avoid working with people if you can. It always gets messy.
Any complicated you know who might have an interest in stopping me?
Plenty. Not to mention Spacer's Choice put in the legwork to make Gorgon habitable. Probably crawling with scavengers.
You mean auditing?
You met the gardeners. They're nothing but overgrown canids, but people love their fancy names. We were looking for a game changer, something to better the colony. It felt important, worth a few sacrifices. Spacer's Choice. They wanted to sell that change for as many bits as they could. None of us got what we wanted.
So that was what Spacer's Choice So what was Spacer Choice testing for?
You've heard the adverts, right? Work day and night, still feel refreshed the next morning. Now, what we tested for was dexterity, efficiency, compliance. The traits of a good employee. Numbers never came out right. I could have pumped gallons of those chemicals into every living soul in this colony. Wouldn't have changed that. What we got was marauders.
So does Spacer Choice do what they expect from the beginning?
Yeah, good luck making that one stick. It's in the fine print, you know? Whatever was in those chemicals, it didn't matter what tests we ran. We kept getting the same results. The proto-adrena time solution was both monstrously addictive and had catastrophic effects on the psyche and intellect. A real boon to the colony.
Why the facility shut down?
We had a few weird accidents, escapes, minor setbacks. But one day, all the test subjects got loose. Sabotage, they said. Wasn't just us. All of the facilities got hit hard. Shut us down for a while. That turned out to be the last straw.
You know who was behind it?
Nah, didn't much care by then. Don't care much now. Spacer's Choice wasn't getting much use out of us anymore, so they shuttered the project, kicked Adrena Time out the door. And I came here.
You get me inside HIA?
Indulge a scientist. What do you want out of this investigation of yours? Trying to liven up your memoir?
Someone should know what Spacer's Choice did.
Really? What good can that possibly do? Your crew feel the same? Heck of a world out here for the shy types. What do you get out of headbutting murderous auto mechanicals for your captain here?
A family. Or something near to it. We don't always get along or nothing, but what family does?
Fair enough. That's all I've got. Here, I still have this pass. Don't much feel like hanging on to it anymore. Made my exit the moment the project started falling apart. Had to steal some credentials. This should get you into the volunteer induction entrance.
You hacked into the Spacer's Choice database?
Please. I just messaged people with fake demands for their passwords. That's when they didn't just leave codes written down on pieces of paper. If I couldn't talk my way out past a simple facility lockdown, I'd be working for Rizzo's. That'll get you inside. What you do from there, that's up to you.
Your advice, you must have known the facility pretty well.
I've left it behind me.
Trudeau, you looks like you're coping.
Yeah, well, you have to go on, don't you? Guilt's a useless emotion. What good is thinking about the past over and over and over again?
Help me, you can put it behind you. I'll take care of everything.
Please, I don't need... Fine. Fine, here, I remember one of my access codes. Just punch in the keypad equivalent for replication. Should get you into the offices. Maybe get you to my terminal a little sooner. Go test that persistence of yours out on Gorgon.
I don't see much reason to let you live. I'll leave you be.
Yeah. I'll make sure the auto mechanicals don't bother you on the way out.
But I'll leave you be. I'll leave your lunch there. This feels a lot like some of the music from Final Fantasy VII, I think. Like from like certain parts of Midgar, maybe. I was getting the particularly for the bass line. Well, the bass line and the pads are. Maybe I called them pads. Well, nice meeting you all. Bye. There's the movement helmet.
Captain, an unknown vessel is approaching our ship. Their intentions are currently indeterminate. Once I deduce their intentions, I will play one of two audio signals. A cheerful fanfare if they are friendly, alarms if they are hostile. Their intentions are no longer unknown.
Are we under attack?
At precisely this moment, Captain? No. Within the next 60 to 90 seconds? Yes. The unknown vessel has deployed a boarding mechanism. They will attach themselves to our airlock and attempt boarding shortly. That sound indicates that a boarding mechanism has successfully attached to our airlock. Captain, I am pleased to inform you that we are currently in the process of being boarded.
You're supposed to be pleased if you tell me you're I'm sorry, what?
Boarded, Captain. A verb, indicating a hostile action whereby an enemy ship attempts to invade our own.
Yes, I understand.
Captain Hawthorne installed a lethal shock trap on our airlock in the event of an invasion. I am prepared to deploy this trap at a moment's notice.
What do they want?
The ship appears to be a decommissioned storage vessel. The crew are either pirates or freelancers. My opinion of their competence is low.
How do they find us?
Using a tracking device too sophisticated for their primitive astrogator. I conclude they are receiving outside assistance. If you prefer to make an escape, I can disable their boarding mechanism. However, as long as that tracking device remains on board their ship, they will be able to find us again.
I'll deal with it myself.
Understood, Captain. I will be deploying the Unreliable's lethal deterrence system. Please approach the airlock and enjoy the show. Now initiating warm welcome protocol.
Wow. Ada really could kill us all.
Oh. Thanks, Ada. Although I could use the XP. Oh, stealing? Really? Oh.
What the?
Really?
Reloading!
Thanks for letting us know.
Nicely done.
What the? Something going on over there?
Take your best.
Oh, there. Hey there.
You know, I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping you'd play by the rules. We could have had a good old-fashioned boarding. Now you're barging into my office, muddying tracks all over my floor. A little respect for the ship. Is that too much to ask?
I know you're nervous still, bud. Just here to talk.
I'd take your word for it, but I haven't made up my mind about you. You're the captain of the Unreliable. You dropped out of the sky in Emerald Vale, and whatever you've been doing on Gorgon, you've upset my employer. You and I are in a bit of a situation. I don't get paid unless you're dead, and a man's gotta make a living. You understand.
Oh, well, I got bad news for you. I mean, you can also make a dying by trying to attack me. I'm really just here to talk.
Wow, you got that? Got it. Heads down.
I wish I would give me enough time to say to make that joke about making it dying. Notice a discontinuation. This is an automated message. Please perform the following. There's amenities and the products provided by Firefly Company have been discontinued and are discontinued. Firefly responsible team and all properties related therein and all Firefly Company storage and transport ships in development or currently spaceworthy and all maintenance and repair services provided by Firefly Company vehicles and all rations medical supplies, uniforms and designation time. And domiciles belonging to Firefly Company. Please be informed that captaining a discontinued ship is strictly contrary to regulations and may be punishable with any or all of the following: punitive fees, mandatory re-education, imprisonment. Firefly Company will not provide relocation or employment assistance for any discontinued workers. Target is unreliable. Small inconsequential ship. It no significant defenses. Freelancer owned and operated, captained by a 2-bit smuggler who goes by Alex Hawthorne. Intercepted unreliable, eliminate Hawthorne and any crew in your way. I sent you in advance, along with a tracking device for your astrogator. Currently experiencing a exciting period of critical change. We're happy to announce that 3 different companies, including but not limited to Spacer Choice, are currently in the process of negotiating for ownership of Firefly Company's properties. As part of these negotiations, Firefly Company has agreed to dissolve its Freebooters property so as not to challenge, compete with, undermine, or in any way disrespect the Tossable teams owned and deployed by any company interested in acquiring us. We are pleased to inform you that the Firefly Company has formally renounced its ownership of the Freebooters Tossball brand and all related properties. Furthermore, please be informed that our all Tossball related positions, including but not limited to players, coaches, maintenance, automechanical units, and laborers, are now formally dissolved. Please be reminded that your lifetime indenturement contracts have not been dissolved. Your labor and services remain the sole property of Firefly Company into perpetuity. Hey, there's no time for room position. at a time for following instructions. Understanding the difference is more of an art than a science. If you find yourself thinking of a creative solution to a problem, ask yourself, what are some of the consequences of my solution? Am I behaving in a way consistent with the values of the freebooters? Let me give you a practical example. Say I ask one of you to repair the piping in my laboratory. I understand we've got a bit of a parts shortage from here in Halcyon, so you might try to improvise using a plasma rifle instead of a welding torch, for example, or possible sticks instead of chisels. These are all terrible ideas. Why, you ask? If you think about it, the answer will be as obvious as the hole in my laboratory wall. Don't be sorry, be better. It's important for possible players to devote every waking moment to study of their craft. Scripture tells us our lives are defined by our role in society. Our role is to play tossball. We are never off the field because we never stop being tossball players. So if you took this advice to heart, practicing your pitch and your swing in the comments, I don't have to remind you all of the incident involving tossball. My entire cast of Spectrum Red. Now, I understand you're all eager to play. We have had a lot of matches since corporate scuppered the team, but today I had to pry a tossball out of the shadow terminal. The terminal could have been our astrogator, and then I would have had to space the party responsible in accordance with team regulations. Please don't force me into a position where I had to discipline you. I expect you all to behave in a manner consistent with freebooter values, which includes only destroying equipment when on board an enemy ship. Well, I feel kind of bad about killing an entire tossball team, but don't feel very bad about killing this douchebag.
I thought we were safe in the Aether. Oh, law, I'm gonna have nightmares about this for weeks.
It's okay.
Status report. 13 jobs scheduled for area maintenance.
I've been on the other side of a boarding dock enough to recognize amateurs.
Assholes interrupted my beauty sleep.
Got my head in the game, boss. Maybe we can talk when we're done here?
Invading foreign threats detected. Deploying lethal measures. Targets, bacteria, viruses, and human scum.
Welcome back, Captain. I understand you have resolved your differences with our former boarding party. Are you ready to depart?
Let's get
Understood,
going.
Captain. Resuming our course.
I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern.
Okay.
Good luck, Captain.
We were hoping to find Lo alive, right?
Nicely done.
Hey, buddies. Mechanicals. Why Why is it always auto mechanicals?
You gotta teach me that.
Hey.
Try that again.
This is just where we came in, isn't it?
Auntie's going to take care of you. It'll be okay. Everything's going to be okay.
This thing's orbit is stable, right? Ada checked before we docked? Captain?
I did not confirm that. I can neither confirm nor deny that we are in a stable orbit.
Processing.
Make him regret it.
The facility protocol for the mechanical sentry assigned to the commander is currently disabled. Please ensure all human resources have been properly disposed of. And Unclear's biorecycle containment units. The team shall arrive to close down the lab and recycle functional equipment within the next 90 days. A fortunate bit of a necessitated downsizing, the most senior safety engineer, or the sole member on assignment, shall initiate by mandate of Auntie's corporate headquarters the pink slip protocol manufacturer's directive included within all automechanical stationed at the facility. The safety engineers sit there and guard the red button, they said. Sounds like an easy paycheck, I said. I'm not going to live in a secret lab in the middle of a gas giant storm-riddled atmosphere, my ex-wife said. Someone told me I eventually had to press the button I was guarding, the pink slip protocol button, and that final choice between diligent duty or my friends. On second thoughts, let's be honest, they were never my friends. Once I disabled the protocol and scrubbed the labs, I'll ask corporate for reassignment. I heard Emerald Vale's real nice this time of year. Wow. Luckily, it's been filed the safety engineer's office. Sprite tails and coffee, lost cars, power outage peps. This was intentional. Should have figured.
Dang, that's impressive.
Okay, these are still hostile. At least according to my Yeah! Whatever. Like, these are fun to read, but it's also like, you late, I'm tired. Oh, it actually requires a key card. Huh.
You got nimble fingers, Captain. Nice going.
No, that won't do at all. Jasper, you imbecile.
Hello? Mind if I wonder a few things before speaking of you?
That's clever.
Shush. No talking. Concentrating. Damn it. I almost had it. The formula was in my mind and I almost had it. I was so close to a breakthrough, I could practically taste it. You really did pick the worst time to manifest.
Oh, what formula are you talking about?
Sky High. My magnum opus of psychostimulants. I feel like I've already explained this to the last hallucination. Oh, hang on. I see what's happening. You're real. Ergo, not a hallucination. This is interesting. I have several questions for you. Let's start with the obvious. Who are you, and how are you even alive?
Well, I can't even say what my actual name is. Well, first I'll tell you. I was going to ask you the same thing. What
All
happened
sorts of
here?
things. Science, mainly. A little bit of research. If you're talking about all the dead bodies, that'd be the pink slip protocol. Right. That answers that. Next question. Do you come bearing fresh pharmaceuticals?
Something tells me he's not looking for caffeinoid, Captain.
Look, we all know you're here to interrogate me. If I'm going to go through this ordeal, I'm not doing it sober.
Sorry, I only got stale drugs on me.
Ugh, stale drugs. Well, what's one more disappointment anyway?
Please tell me what's going on.
Auntie Cleo instituted the Pink Slip Protocol. Fancy marketing term that translates to, we're not satisfied with the quality of your work, so we're revoking your lifetime contracts. Can you believe Auntie terminated my entire team? It's a terrible setback. For my team, I mean, not for me. Not this time. I'll continue the work on my own if need be.
I mean this time. Why did Cleo terminate your entire team besides you being just a horrible corporation?
Ah, right. How do I put this? This is not the first time I've lost a research team to corporate mismanagement. It's the second. Auntie had been threatening to instigate Pink Slip Protocol for months, though I honestly didn't think they'd have the stones to do it. I was on the verge of giving Auntie the results she wanted. Well, almost on the verge. Approaching the verge. The point is, I didn't think this would happen.
Auntie Cleo, what did you expect?
Bureaucratic procrastination and some incompetent saber-rattling. Before I was traded, I worked on Project Gorgon. I lost that team by attrition. Management turned the screw on my team. Forced me to fire 1 in 10 researchers. The few of us that remained were overworked and exhausted. We didn't have much of a security detail. I don't know how the primals got loose, but my team didn't stand a chance.
It's painful for you, but when you get into the chem lab.
No, you don't. There's nothing interesting in the chem lab. There's nothing interesting in Gorgon at all. Gorgon is a featureless rock dragged along by the gravitational current of a barren asteroid belt. The chem lab is a graveyard. You won't find anything there but the dead.
That's remember, someone's been warning me to stay off Gorgon.
Well, it wasn't me. I've been stuck in this place for ages. In any case, it's becoming obvious you're not listening to sensible warnings. If you've set your heart on exploring my old labs, I won't try to dissuade you. Indulge me with a favor, and I'll give you the access you want. The electromechanical turbine is offline. Without any power, I can't possibly continue my work. Be a dear and reactivate it for me. That's all I ask.
I'll take care of it.
Take the elevator to the storm platform at the top of this facility. Reactivate the turbine, and I'll give you the access you want.
I'll be back.
How'd you do that so fast?
It's kind of awesome how we just like pass through our companions. That's actually I mean, it's I don't think we really like we kind of phase through them, but like not really. Like it's seamless. Like you don't like have like a no clip type of a thing, but it may as well be a no clip. But it's an incredible quality of life feature.
Whoa.
You guys okay?
That one was close, Captain.
Oh, that's lovely.
System searching.
One more of the circulating phase. Let's deal with whatever's going on this side first. I'm heading down. Give me a minute. It's okay. Please don't tell me you're dead. I mean, it'd be helpful if you told me you're dead. Oh, okay. Like, not likely you would be able to tell me you're dead, but you know, it'd be nice if you could.
We don't see that every day, Captain.
Right, go see if we go through here.
The facility's back on the grid, and my pipes again floweth with the sweet, sweet essence of my salvation. I suppose I have you to thank for realigning the machine. Of course, Jasper, you imbecile.
Jasper, I'd like to ask you to concentrate.
Right. Yes, of course. You'll need my voice to get into the chem lab. I'm obviously not coming with you, so I'm giving you a recording of my dulcet speech. This recording should get you into the chem lab. I hope whatever you're after is worth the trauma. I wouldn't go back there if I was higher than the mercury levels in a can of salt tuna. Wait. Take my gun while you're at it. If you end up dying on Gorgon, there's a non-zero chance I'll feel partially responsible. Neither of us want that.
Why would we do that? Give him Adrena time. I help with the security of the chem lab, but you know that place better than anyone.
Die, perhaps? Automechanical sentries are generally programmed to ignore corpses. I don't like the idea of going back to that place. To that life. Yes, I know it's not me risking my throat gallivanting around Gorgon. It's you, for whatever madcap reasons you've got. I've helped you once, and I don't feel great about it. I made a clean break from Gorgon, and now it feels like you're asking me to tether myself back to that place.
Never mind.
If you'll excuse me, my experiments cry out for my attention.
I should go. Yeah, what are we doing? Where are we? How do we get there?
Something on your...
Auntie's going to take care of you. It'll be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Just breathe, Kelly. Everything's going to be all right.
Could you open the door? We have better determination. We can repeatedly both the intercom button. You're staying pretty close to the speaker, you know.
Who's out there?
I'm the captain of my own ship. Open up. I can keep you away from Olympus.
Really? I would be indebted to you for life. But how do I know I can believe you?
I have a very trustworthy face.
I'll have to come out to assess it myself. Hold on. I'm opening the door.
Let me just catch my breath. I swear, my heart's trying to punch its way out of my chest. Law, I'm so lucky you came along. I know it sounds crazy, but a little while back, I'd been gearing myself up to take a long walk off a short turbine platform. Then the security mechanicals broke out into a massacre, and I realized I really want to live. How can I help you help me get out of here?
Who are you?
I'm Kelly Marine, the receptionist. And before you ask, I wasn't manning the visitor's desk when the mechanicals went haywire, because no one comes here. Not ever. Not since all us station workers were dropped off at the start of the project a year ago.
Except for me.
Right. Heck of a time for our first and only visitor to show up. Speaking of, why are you here?
I had some business with Dr. Lowe.
Doc Lowe's alive? That's a relief. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Hey, not to sound presumptuous, but this is an orbital lab floating in the ether thousands of miles above the surface of Olympus. Which means you've got a ship, where it's safe, and where there's probably a lavatory?
I need a lift?
Drop me off on the groundbreaker and I'll be out of your hair in no time.
Go ahead.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'll just hide in a crate or something. You won't even know I was there. Here, this is my official laboratory headgear. I won't be needing it anymore, so it's all yours.
Thanks, I guess. Just to explain why she isn't, like, actually on the ship. Oh, I could have just gotten in this way, maybe? Maybe. Going back down. Sorry. Employee benefits. Perk points available.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Which one for them
Certainly,
entertainment?
Captain. What would you like to hear?
How many
What
drive?
happened to the captain who kept pestering his ship computer? The life support was disabled. Ha, ha. Get it? As you wish, Captain.
I hope I won't.
Must comply with all direct orders.
Talk to
I'll
you later.
be here. We are now in orbit above Gorgon.
Okay. I'm getting really tired anyway. So anyway, there's a bunch of things you can do. It'll take a few seconds every time, plus other things that are a little more involved. But of course, it's all entirely up to you. And as always, I thank you very much for watching.